4 ferries operate between Fuerteventura and Lanzarote, but which should you use and which should you avoid? On a windy day in the Canaries, I travel on all 4, ranking them at the end, and surprise even myself with my favourite. This is our route today between the 2 islands. Single. A 9:15 morning start for ferry number 1.
I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kind of twisted inside and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride, okay?
I'll be honest, my expectations for this ferry from outside were not that high.
My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are.
The seated area on this deck was the same on both sides, and as you can see, it was a little tired as well.
Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do, what you gotta do.
I should explain why for quite a bit of the film on this ship you won't hear the sound from the ferry. That's because of the piped music from this bar. Cactus on a ferry. Who'd have thought?
What are you gonna do? Watch a cactus grow?
We've come to the top of the ferry and we're just starting to leave to head towards Lanzarote, and it's time to have a little look around to see what would be in store if you wanted to use this ferry.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Well, to say the least, it's pretty rough. The spray from the ocean is even reaching right to the top outside, so I've come inside. As you can see, it is a pretty rocky on the ship today.
With you and I, the future is bright.
As far as I could see, this was the one cafe on the boat.
Even in the hard time.
How rough is it on the ship? Well, I can tell you, I'm not somebody who normally feels sick, and I still feel fine, but I have to tell you, this is choppy. If you're somebody who feels, as you can see we're pitching up and down, who feels it a little bit, you might want to pick your day to come across.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
This will be the 4th boat in this video. It looks impressive, but will it make it to number 1 on this video?
We don't need no more. Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
That's ferry number 1 done. Now let's get off into Lanzarote and get a ticket for ferry number 2.
Where are we headed, man? I'm ready.
As for the costs, I'll let you know the details of what I paid on the day. However, it looks to me that if you book earlier online, you'll find it'll be a little cheaper. As for the tickets, going by previous videos, you used to get them here. But now they're over at this white block. What a challenging day that must have been in the architect's office.
You want a copy?
No, it's okay, just the ticket's fine. Thank you very much. Is it there, yeah?
Right?
Yep. Thank you. I found all the staff I encountered on the ferries both polite and helpful.
But I see you, honey.
So that's the ticket bought. It was €20, which is quite a bit cheaper than the other ferry for a single. And we're now making our way over to some good old-fashioned queues. I didn't feel like staying in the queue for too long, so I thought I'd come the other side of the fence and show you how far it is from the ferry port to Playa Blanca, the nearby town. Looks like about a 5-minute walk to me.
I will be there with you, even when you are alone.
This is a little bit like Dickens' Christmas Carol. Ferries past, future and present.
Get out of this one. Waiting there.
By my reckoning, we're running about half an hour to 40 minutes late, but we're about to get on the ferry in the next 5 minutes. Am I the only one, when in a long queue, who fears not getting on the ferry, even though I know I have a ticket for it? I thought we'd have a look downstairs first before heading back up during the journey.
This is in no way funny. We will find our way back together. But right now, there's stormy weather.
About 10 minutes into this journey, once again the gimbal is probably doing a decent job of making this look not that rocky, which it actually really is. I think it's probably a bit more left to right, and it's a bit more up and down on the other ferry, but this one, it's a much smaller ferry and it's clearly feeling the windy conditions a little bit more. We'll go up on top in a second to see what it's like. And don't forget, this is proving helpful. A bit that like that. It really helps me grow this channel.
Funny, we will find our way back together.
Do you notice something? Only I'm standing. Gives you an idea of how rough it was.
You are so brave.
It's pretty nice out here on the sun deck. Well, at least that's what I'm calling it. But I don't know if it's really showing. It is very rocky. It's like we're almost a boat in a bathtub.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know,
I'm just going to disembark in a few minutes and head down back to get tickets to go back to Lanzarote on a different ferry, the third ferry that runs on this route. 2 ferries down, but what's your favourite from the ferries we've seen so far?
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling.
That island behind me is Lobos Island, and that's where we're going next on the channel, so hit a subscribe so you can see my video from my time there.
It's a date.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much indeed.
Down there, is it?
Straight? Just straight, yeah.
Brilliant. The third boat is a similar size to the previous one, and the weather hasn't changed, so I'm expecting another rough one.
I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come?
As you can see, we certainly felt the windy weather on this boat too.
And I say by chance, don't you want me? A man who fully understands a sailor's heart.
In fact, I decided to stay on my seat until we reached the harbour.
You're a born survivor, and you'll never find yourself in love. You're wise enough. I got troubles, I got sins. I'm my worst enemy, but I still got a lot to give.
The one thing I have really enjoyed about travelling between the two islands today, it's been a long day, but to be fair, it's been really relaxed at both ports. There is security around, you can see it, but kind of left to get on with things, and it kind of works. Time for the final ferry.
You're joking. Not another one?
There were two reasons why I wanted to try this ferry. Just to say that I'd done all four, but also to see if this one is a bit more stable out at sea than the other three.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
Nice to get a quick look at the car deck, but as you'll see in a second, the turnaround is pretty quick.
And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive.
We're finally homeward bound on the fourth of the ferries, and the early impressions, this is the best one, I think, but I'm going to give my considered thoughts. I'll think about it for a while, and when I edit this video together, I'll give you my 4, 3, 2, 1 on which ferry I'd recommend as a foot passenger between Fuerteventura and Lanzarote. Not the cleanest of windows, but soon we were back at Fuerteventura. And don't forget, in our next video, we're off to that island.
And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about.
Time then to rank the ferries.
Well, it's about time.
In fourth, Fred Olsen's small boat. There wasn't much on board, and it certainly was hit by the weather. Third, the Romero boat. It was pretty much the same as the small Fred Olsen, but you've got to love the paintwork. It should be said that travelling on both of these was considerably cheaper than my top two. To my top two then, and to be honest, it's changed since I started putting together this video. As in second, it's the large Fred Olsen boat. For many, I'm sure it would be the number one choice. It's modern, the quickest, and least affected by the windy weather, but misses out on two things: character and experience. So to my surprise, my number one boat was the first I went on. Yes, it's a little bit tired, costs more, and is slower, but if you're looking for an experience, for me it comes out on top. You've got this bar, a conservatory with cactus, and actually, do you know what? Spending a little bit more time crossing between the islands is a plus too. What do you make of my choice? I'm sure some of you will disagree. Anyway, a link to a playlist of videos from my time in Fuerteventura is on the screen now.